Hello everybody, this is back to Rockin' Rivera Garage, or Rockin' Rivera Racing. Still design on name. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do, if you can see in the bottom left corner, is we're going to wind up cleaning my exhaust manifolds. Now these have been modified from an old LT1. Well, it's not really an LT1, but it's kind of like the old TPI motors that had these sort of headers on them because they have the EGR. So if you can look inside there, if you can see inside there, there's a little where this polish mark is. There was a little pipe that came out of it on each one of these, and that was for the EGR or AI, air injection system or whatever it was. But I deleted that because this doesn't have air injection system. It has dual carburetors, so getting rid of them. And I'm gonna paint these in nice black with some heater wrap. Some nice tan heater wrap on all clips and everything. Now, I still gotta get the pipes fixed because there's a small hole in one of them, or two small holes. I haven't checked the other one yet, but I gotta check them to make sure they're good. And then that's all we go back to, and then we're gonna get back on the engine and get in the tune. If you didn't watch last video, what happened was the sound didn't record for some reason. So I'm double checking this video right now, and we got a big ass toolbox now for all the tools. All the tools! But right now, I'm going to have all that cleaned up underneath there, put some new gaskets in, and hopefully it doesn't leak. So that's what's the plan right now. Get the new gaskets in there, get it all cleaned up. I'll probably use a Scotch Brite on that. Get mating terms cleaned up. Actually, that's pretty clean. I'll still clean it out. Crap from previous gaskets, but I paid what I got for it, and I paid pretty good for those headers. And I'm afraid, well, actually no, I got them given to me. The headers were given to me before they're modified. And the flanges broke off one of them. So I had them, that's why the bottoms are welded to have flat flanges instead of the cone flange that's usually here. And that means they work better with the exhaust and everything else. So I just want to sand this one down with the Scotch Brite, and then what I'm going to do is after that, I'm going to apply some of this to it, some denatured alcohol, so then I can wind up, I can't show it backwards. But anyway, so I'm going to put the denatured alcohol because that evaporates when applied, and it'll take all the water off these. So then when the water, with all the water gone, I can paint them, and they look perfect. They'll be all nice, pan flat black, and I'm going to get out here, get some bolts. And I got new parts. These little pieces right here are for choke cable, which kept falling off in the last video. So hopefully you guys can hear me on this video. That's the plan. And then I'm going to get, once these headers are dry, or exhaust manifolds, whatever you want to call them. I call them headers because they're tubular. They're not factory, they're supposed to be factory manifolds, but they're tubular, so I call them headers. I call them factory headers. So if you don't like it, don't watch the video. So anyway, these are going to get painted up in nice flat black, and then wrapped with header wrap, so it looks like an old school race car, which basically is what it is. It's an old race car underneath. And so far everything's going pretty good. I'm still trying to find the tips for the side pipes because they're pretty nicked up. They're pretty bad. Like I can either rechrome them and have them rewelded on, or I could just have them polished. I think I might just polish them and then clear them with a header clear or something like that. I'm also wrapping the side pipes because I do not want this thing burning through the brand new fiberglass cover or restored fiberglass covers I'm putting on it. So I'm going to put header wrap behind it on the side pipes. So if anybody looks underneath, they won't see the black. They'll just see some nice side pipes all wrapped up. Read. So that's the plan for today. And I will let you know how it goes at the end. I will let you know how it goes in part 12, I think. Part 12, because part 10 didn't have any sound, so I deleted it. And then part 10-ish didn't have any sound either, so I'm just gonna keep going. So this is part 11. This is part 11 of the build, or 12. I'm not sure. I can't keep track anymore. I'm like What part are we on? Part 1,752,000. So that's the plan. Is get these all cleaned up, get them polished, get them ready to paint them tonight, and then I'm gonna wind up getting the bolts. Cause I need to get. When we put these in, we ran out of bolts, so we started putting. Not these bolts. These are for the flange, and this is for the power steering, because they got a stud there. But the rest of the bolts range from a few different sizes. So this one's 9/16ths, this one's 7/16ths, this one's 3/8ths. It's all over the place. So I'm gonna get a brand new set of black or chrome bolts for this thing. So that's gonna look nice. I'm also gonna redo the brakes and get the match cylinder cleaned up, get it all painted up, and get the new masters and get the new brake booster and get the portion valve all cleaned up too. Because one of the copies that it looked fine for years, but everything else was bad around. And I'm getting a new water pump because it looks like crap. It looks like complete crap. No matter how many times I paint it, no matter how many times I clean it and paint it, it still looks like crap. I'm just gonna get a new one. So all that situated, and then I might also get a power steering pump on that and get new pulleys because these pulleys are garbage. Or I'll just stand by some paint. I'm not sure yet. All I know is this engine's getting a full detail. It's not getting an overhaul, it's getting a full detail. Full, every inch of it's getting repainted or cleaned up or polished or detailed. That's the plan. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, I also have one last thing. I found this in my boss's little drawer of extra parts for C3s and C2s, Corvettes. And it can take a coolant port, so I don't have to worry about the intake not being able to pull the plug out of it. So I can run this, and technically I can run the heater off this hose right here. I can plug this one, and it'll still fit because it's a factory intake pump. So it'll work on a Corvette, it'll work on a Chevy. That's for 87 and back, I believe, 87 and back. Just before the fuel injection started happening, the LT1 became popular and all that. So yeah, so that's the plan, and I will see all of you later.